Zoë Bestel live stream 7 p.m. Wednesday. Hello everyone, how you doing? Oh, didn't realise you could see the washing on the radiator. I must have zoomed the camera out when I turned it on. Hang on. Excuse me. That'll do. How's it all going? Inform me if you can also hear this slight ticking every now and then, and I'll try and sort it. I've had there? Did you hear it then? It feels like something's not connected in. I think my microphone is playing up again, which is a shame. So apologies about that, but I'll try and sort it. How have you all been? I look very red today. How have I been? I've been okay. I've been me. I have many things to talk about. Quite a lot of the things that I want to talk about, I don't really want to, because I feel like it's just perpetuating something that doesn't need to be perpetuated. So I'll think about that. But aside from that, I'm all right. I'm doing okay. I hope you also are too. Throw this back. I look really red. I've got a strange light on. I thought it took away that kind of colouring, but apparently not. I've got my little ginger beer here. Let's say hello to people. I think the cat's been moving everything ever so slightly. I thought I'd not touched anything. Oh. Hello Becca, hello Claude, hello Mike, hello Barbara and Greg, hello Erin. Oh, I'm glad you got your prize, that's good. Also, this is an old message, so I'm just going to take that message away because I forgot to update the new one. Hello Ava, have I said hello to Alec already? Hello Alec. Hi Katie, hi Callum, hi Craig, hi Dad. I am wearing my Jolene video jumper. That's a good suggestion. You don't look too red. It's okay. Yeah, Katrina sends her apologies. She's going out tonight. Says Callum, traitor. Have a lovely evening. I hope it is wonderful. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna start singing. I want to talk about things, but I think it'll come out naturally. So excuse me for feeling a bit deflated, but that's just how it'll be today. I've made soup though. Soup's on. And I've just remembered that my dice are over the other side of the room, so I'm going to have to get up to get them. But yeah, if you want to guess the soup. I've been doodling an old style that I used to do again. And it's really satisfying, so I think that'll be the new wave of competition winnings will be these designs, because they're good. They look good. I think I'll start with Nora. It's a good one to start with. I think the mic thing settled down though. That's good. Yeah, okay, a little bit of Nora Jones. How have you guys been? Have you been coping all right? Have you been doing wonderful reverby things? Have you been doing wonderful creative things? Tell me, I'd love to hear about it. Yeah, let's go, Nora. Ooh, excuse the floor. I wait it till I saw the sun. Don't know why I didn't come. Left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. When I saw the break of day, I wished that I could fly away. Instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hand. My heart is drenched in wine. You'll be on my mind forever. Out across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy. But I'll be a bag of bones, driving down the road alone. My heart is drenched in wine. You'll be on my mind forever. Something has to make you run. I don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a drum. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. There you go, a little bit of Norah Jones for you. I played a gig the other night at the Blue Arrow in town in Glasgow. It was a late one. It was a fantastic musician and singer, Kitty, with a great band, although I am slightly biased. No, they're great. They have a residency on Saturday evenings, so she's always got a Kicking It with Kitty thing, so she'll do a set and then have a special guest in the break and then do another set, and they're always so lively and fun. And then obviously I was just an interesting guest to have in the middle, especially when it's a loud jazz bar late on a Saturday night. I went on at 12:30, which is the latest I've ever gone on. Incredibly nervous as well, like much more than I usually am. I threw up beforehand, which I've not done since my first ever proper gig, which was at the Cat Strand in the Galloway. And even then, that wasn't. This was like a full on. I feel nauseous, and this is like a full on physical thing that I can't control, and I could totally control it. The minute I got on stage, it dissipated, which is funny. That's just how nerves work sometimes. But yeah, it went well. Yeah, I got quite emotional, which I tend to do at gigs now. There hasn't been there's been a couple recently that I've been quite teary on stage or just before, and it's been quite I don't know, I guess playing music's been incredibly more cathartic than it has been in a while. It feels like it's needed to be performed and listened to. It's a real vent, but in a therapeutic way, I think, which is what music should be. That's the expression. It's a momentary art form. It happens and then it ends. So, yeah. What is it if you shout really loudly in Eye for an Eye and totally miss the key? It was passionate. The inner critic musician of me woke up the next morning in a sweat going, oh my God, I sang on stage really out of key. Yeah, it's a silly one. Welcome to the mind of an artist. Yeah, but I hope you're all doing well. I hope that you're finding some comfort in creatives and your own creativity in this time. It's a beautiful thing about being creative is that there isn't really a box in which you have to do things, and it doesn't even have to be good. Like, you know, if it ends up being something that you like to look at a lot, and it's not just a personal achievement of I did that, and it then becomes like I can observe and enjoy this without its connection to me. That's when it's like, that's art, that you've expressed something there that you can now see and experience over and over again, and others get a similar, if you manage it correctly or you hit a nerve, then it resonates a lot. Yeah, that was mostly my point. Is that it doesn't so much matter in the end. As long as what you're expressing comes across, then you've won. Not that it's about winning, but you know, even if the expression was this needed to get out of me, you know, well done. Speaking of expressions that have fallen out of me, I'll get my new doodles, and also take my jumper off because it's warm. Yvonne asks an interesting question. From what I know, the audience enjoyed it. Here we go. She said, "Stop it, you are not the best judge." Don't worry, I'm not judging myself. I'm not sitting there. It's funny. It's like I even though I know that I was in a throw of anger and expression and passion about a situation that I find important to sing about, with a song that is written about another atrocity that happened 7 years ago, and yet the same stuff is happening over and over again, and everything that comes with that helplessness. Even though I know that I was expressing that in that moment amongst my anxiety and nauseous energy around it, is that still a little bit of me that goes, but you didn't do it in tune, did you? But you know, you're right. It's how I made someone else, other people feel. So I think I did it. I know I achieved it, and I achieved it within myself. I'm rambling about that, but yes, I shall also answer some other. Do we get to see your new doodles? I've been doing collage. I read that as collage. I've been doing collages in my junk journal. Oh, maybe no, you have. I thought, yeah, totally read that right. But not really been feeling it this past week because of the horrible news. Yeah, totally. I'm not very mandala-y at the moment. I don't feel like I'm one with a connection of spiral, floral beautifulnesses. I have been occasionally when I start thinking about solutions to things. But this is... Ooh. By the way, if any of you guys have got art that you make and or enjoy or have friends of that are creatives in any way, please do send them to me, because I'd love to share them on here. But that's what I've been doing. Been doing stuff like this, which I used to do I used to just fill pages full of it in notepads. Have I got more? No, I've just got random crap. Let me go get those dice. Hang on, 2 seconds. Two seconds. You can tell me what songs you'd like to hear this evening. But yes, Jolene, and I'm going to sing Utopia. Definitely need to sing Utopia. That's my anthem. 2 seconds. Oh, right, hang on. Hello, I'm back. Excuse me, my sunflowers. I was chatting to a friend of mine today, Kirsty. If you're watching, hi. Shout out to Kirsty. And she was saying about turning 27 and just being yourself, feeling like you can be yourself at that age. And it was very funny because only a couple of weeks ago my dad said exactly the same thing, so it seems to be a thing. I wouldn't know, I'm a couple years off that yet. Anyway, dice is here, so competition to win one of my new arty style things like that. That'll be coming up soon. Thank you so much to a couple of tippers. I appreciate it. They usually come through my emails, but I've not been informed. So thank you to Robert and thank you to Mike. I really appreciate it. What did I want to do? Maybe Jolene's a good one. Thank you. I'm glad you like the sunflowers, Becca. Anthony, please do send across your sketches, and of course I'll play Clockwork. It looks like an alien electrical diagram. Yeah, it does. It does. It looks a lot more space age than I don't know. It just comes out that way. Zoe cheerleading squad, says Yvonne. Thank you very much. Remember, history at school stuff does repeat. Just one day at a time. Yeah. Yeah, I see it as a spiral rather than a circle, and I think that at some point the spiral of you progress, right? You don't just do the same thing for the same ends. Craig says, I looked at 35 missed calls today. Do you ever sing any of those early songs now? You know that I don't. They're on a different uke, but I could get my capo and have a little go at them tonight, actually. That'd be fun. I think because I feel very attached to the idea. So this is what I meant about when you have something that's art that you make and then it's out there and you can detach yourself from it, and whatever's been created, it's like, although you obviously relate to it quite strongly, though you relate to it quite strongly, it's not a part of you as much. But I think those early songs really do, to me, feel I can't detach myself from them because it was 13-year-old me that wrote them. Maybe I still fully hadn't learnt to share at that age. I needed to let go of whatever that is. Oh, you're going to have a 30th one day. There's a party to plan. I like that. That's good. Aubergine and apple on the soup front. Ooh. Is that a soup? Aubergine and apple? Not as, I don't think I've gone as adventurous this evening. I was very absent-minded. My friend came in and I went, right, talk to me whilst I make my soup. So she was talking to me and I was making the soup. So I think it was all instinct. So we'll see how it goes. It smells like soup and it's doing soup-like things. But yeah, I was, hi Kirsty. Ava, it's funny to say that I create some things and keep them private mostly, as I have masters in art, so I keep doing art as a hobby. Yeah, there's some things that you do keep for yourself, which is that idea of, I think, there's all the distinction between feeling like something's good enough to be, this is good enough to be seen and presented in the world. I think there needs to be spaces in which we can share things, in that it's not like this is an official piece of artwork that I'm making, like, here's the gallery, right? You know that it's important when it's like, I've made art, I've put it in a gallery, and now you can come see it at an exhibition. You're definitely saying, I am happy with this, enough for it to be viewed by people. But there's lines in between that I feel like we need more communities of spaces in which you're like, right, this isn't, I want everyone to stare at this. This is definitely like some background music that I've made. I just want to share it with you. Or this is just a doodle that I did today because this was the expression that I felt. And it be okay for that to be something you can do. I think there are. There just needs to be. Needs to be more. Is it Witch? The song? Yeah, Witchy. Cool. I'll do all those. But I am in Jolene tuning, so I shall start with that. Oh, far too many tabs are open. Let's close them all. I feel really red. Maybe it's my screen. What have I done? Have I tinted it too much? Very strange to me. I challenge you to write a song live here, as I know you can, says Yvonne. Maybe one day, that would be a cool thing. That might be a Team Bestel thing. That's a really good suggestion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that with Team Bestel. Here, however, is Jolene, my version of Dolly Parton's. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my hand. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair, ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. Oh, he talks about you in his sleep, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. I could easily understand how you could easily take my mind, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. don't take my mind. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men, but I would never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. Well, I had to have this talk with you, as my happiness depends on you. Whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my mind. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. Please don't take him just because you can. Please don't take him just because you can. There you go, bit of Jolene. Though I must admit, with that song, I do like myself some Dolly Parton, but you're not giving this bloke involved in this any I mean, if you're so worried that he's going to run off with somebody else that you've got to beg her, get rid of that man. What a bizarre relationship. I guess it depends on a lot of things. Depends on a lot of things. I take it back. But don't be. Look after yourself, woman. Have a bit of dignity. Go get annoyed at him as well. Anyway, right, okay. Oh, hi Vin. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed it. This is lovely. Sometimes the things we create might just be for ourselves. That's very true. Did I not say that? Did I make out like they need to constantly be seen? Probably. Yeah, maybe I'm not making enough just for myself. I have fun ideas though. I don't know, I like sharing. My junk journals are just for me to have a space to be creative and mess around with glue and scissors, says Becca. But other people seem to enjoy looking at them too, so who knows? Well, I mean, that's the thing. If it's set out for just you, I really liked. Had like a heart journal for a while, which was just whatever I fancied, and some of it like turned out nice. It ended up being like, oh, this is like a sketchbook. I could share this if I wanted to, and I think that's the point. It's a space in which you can create in an environment that it's only you with it, and then if you want to show people, even if that's just like, have a look, Mum, I really like this, and she'll be like, oh, that's lovely. That type of thing. Or you don't show anyone, that's also good. It depends. There's many things. There's many reasons why. Whatever suits and suits you. Thank you. I'm glad. Get rid of that man. But Jolene might then sing "Stand by Your Man." Well done, Robert. I'm not arguing with Dolly, says Mike. You need to know the Jolene story. Yeah, I probably don't. I don't. Sometimes I look into what songs are about, and sometimes I'm like, that's that songwriter's stuff that I don't need to know. It's a beautiful song. It gives you so many ideas of what it could be about. Let it be loose. I think that's what was so. There was a quote I'm sure I've spoken about before that Joni Mitchell said about an interview for something. I think I shared it on my Instagram a while ago. Talking about how that she was always so honest in herself that whenever she did become so well known that it could have been like paparazzi and like really invasive media over what are you doing, what's going on, like she just breezed past that section of life because she'd sung about it in her songs. So, and you understood, you didn't need to be like, why and what's going on, no like over crazy. There's no, I mean, this is me now, this is me saying this, she definitely didn't do all the voices and actions, but just in the idea that we have celebrity is celebrity for the sake of celebrity, for the sake of someone being controversial or shocking or I don't know what I'm trying to say there. I guess you'd know what I mean. Yeah, to the point in we don't appreciate people being private about their lives. It's be so difficult to be in the public eye all the time. Improvisational music is creative. It can be mood, magical, marvellous too, says Yvonne. You're really wanting me to write a song live, aren't you? I'm really liking it as an idea for Zoë Bestel. I want to keep this for like performance and rants. Performance. Should we do the competition? I think we should. I've been rambling for ages. It's 40 minutes and I've only sung 2 songs. Granted, I came on late, didn't I? Yes, okay, jelly tots and jelly beans. The competition has changed slightly, and within 5 minutes you have to go and share this live stream any which way you want to, and then come back here and comment a number between 1 and 20, for I have a 20-sided dice, which I've forgotten the name of, that one of you told me what it was called last week. You can't see that, sorry. It is there, it's 20-sided. And then I will roll it, and whoever, multiple winners you could do, but go on, try and choose different numbers from the others. I'm going to do Clockwork, and then I'm going to do Witchy. And I will sing more, rather than speak more. Unless you're enjoying it, then it's fine. It's like radio. Well, I'd love it to be like radio. Clockwork for a couple people who I'll go and check who it is later. Oh, why are you out tuning? Oh, horrible. Excuse me. I really need to put new strings on here. I'm going to see whether my friend Matt over at World of Ukes in Carlisle, so if anyone's wanting any ukuleles or anything, I highly recommend you look online at World of Ukes, and I'll ask him for probably some Worth Browns. They're the ones that I like. I think these are Aquila. Need a couple wound strings and a couple that fishing wire. Clockwork. Okay. she sees a world where she's as free as a bird, yet in her dreams as mad as it seems, she still twists and turns for that music she earns. What if it floods inside? Could she fight against the tide, or would the waves capsize her tortured mind? Can she find safe land, risking all that she has just to dip her hand into the ferryman? Or would she cry? A swallow calls her lady and hopes that she will break free, find the strength to rip apart the cage he placed as the lid to reality. And so soft and tender, reaching out for a solid structure, as her balance crumbles and wavers, will the notes forgive and save her? What if it floods inside? Could she fight against the tide, or would the waves capsize her tortured mind? Can she find safe and risk it all that she has just to dip her hand to the ferryman? Or would she cry? Her soul is glowing faintly. The sun taunts her earthbound body as it floods inside. She fights against the tide, but the waves capsize her tortured mind. There is no safe land. She's risked all that she had just to dip her hat to the ferryman. Clockwork mechanism. She's crying in her prison, locked inside, lost in the night. She drip, drip, Weird noises coming on there. I'm wondering why. Cuts out when I change. Anyway, there you go. A little bit of clockwork. I'll just change my tuning. Where am I going? That's where I'm going. Oh no, Zoe, Michael says. I completely forgot it was Wednesday. Do not worry at all. You're here now. He says that he missed out on a ukulele night in his local pub on Monday too. He invited me along another Monday. It's just one of those weeks, Michael. Blah, blah, blah. Just one of those weeks. Speaking of, actually, I'll just have to check the notifications. Thank you so much to everybody that's been tipping. Let me in. I'd like to see. Thank you so much, Barbara and Claude. Thank you. I'm really chuffed to say that last month's live streams amounted to meaning that I can send £90.96 to the Trussell Trust. So I rounded it up to 100. So I because of your support, it's really nice. Got to fund something that is needed. They help stop hunger. They do a lot of work with food banks, but also a lot of work in trying to prevent them from needing to set up more food banks. So yeah, I was really chuffed with that, and I think it's kind of obvious what this month's cause will be. So I'm going to split it between two charities. I'm going to split it between one called Voices of Children, which is about helping children cope with and get through specifically war in Ukraine. That they've been running since 2015. And then also I'm going to give to the British Red Cross International Crisis Fund, which will go towards all the current crises that are going on across the world in Syria, Yemen, Palestine, multiple other places, Mali. Yeah, so, but also to help in Ukraine too, so that, yeah, at least it's still going to all the places that need it. They also, because it's a crisis, they'll also help deal with natural disasters and coronavirus struggling places. So I felt like that was more of a. I felt that was making more of an impact. And if you want to donate to any of these things, the links should be in the descriptions if you want to donate to them separately. But yeah, Michael says he just helped take a load of collected gifts today to be sent forward to Ukraine. Yeah, well done, Michael. Yeah, shame, innit? Is it celery and apple soup? Asks Becca. It is not. I'm crunching on celery just now. It is something and something, though. It is just not as exciting as either of those things. I'm going to sing Witchy, and then I'll roll the dice and see who won. Yeah. Speaking of a creative spirit, this is, I guess, a song about mine, which I wrote a while ago and didn't really know what was going on with it. And a friend said, yeah, that's you've just written about your creative spirit, haven't you? And I was like, oh, my creative spirit is a witch? Thanks so much, Yvonne and Ava. Thank you. Carrot and carrot. It's not, but I quite like that. This is not in tune. My mum and I did a big shop the other day, says Becca, and took it to a local collection point that was going to Ukraine and Poland. Yeah, It's nice that, isn't it? Communities. It's how it should be. It's how it should be. Communities is how it should be, and when there is a war that goes on, we should really let anyone that needs to run away from said war have safe refuge. And that is all my political speech today. There is a bill, UK people, I will find the link at some point. There is somewhere that you can go and email your MPs, demand that refugees are let in a much faster, easier, safer way for them, not the country, for them. They're the ones that are struggling. Jesus. We can deal with bureaucratic paperwork after the fact. There's a war on. Anyway, this is witchy. Just like my shower stain in winter time, but I feel like the condensation dripping down the newly painted wall. Catastrophes, but I feel like a pot forgotten, steeping by the kitchen sink, steeping by the kitchen sink, steeping by the kitchen sink, steeping by the kitchen. Is a hedge-dwelling witch with a nymph. On pink moon she passes my window and laughs at my dubious use of kitchen utensils. Every now and then she would catch a reflection, distorted and mirrored back from my fridge. Sometimes she cackles and moments would pass till she'd stumble round to the late train connection. I've asked her to meet me downstairs for a drink, but she coyly declines to tend to her business. And though she is hidden by mist on the hillside, her earthy aromas, though she is hidden by a mist on the hillside, earthy aroma casts lives on the wind. Often I find myself riding at night to her soft melodies like a worm in my ear. I'm going to read your comments in a minute to give me something to do. But I'm just going to announce the winner, I think, of my wonderful little competition to win. You know what? You're going to win this exact one. I'm going to finish it off. Let me get it up for you. And yet in this soliloquy. And if a couple of you have won it, you'll have to fight amongst yourselves. No, I'm kidding. I'll just do a couple that are the same. But there we go. This is what I've been creating today. There it is. It can go any which direction you want. I don't want to move it too much, otherwise I'll drop it. But yeah, some alien electrical things. Who's gonna win? Did I build that up well? I don't know. Let's scroll back to all your numbers. Right, here we go. Dun 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 dun. Rolling. Ooh, it is. See if anyone got it first, and if not, it will go to the nearest number. Dun 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 dun. Yes, we have a winner. I'm gonna tell you what the number is. I'm just gonna double check that there's not multiple winners. And I'm scrolling back. No, I think it might just be the one. The number is number 9. And Mike Blackmore. There you go. You're not going to be able to do this. Number 9. Congratulations, you've won that. I'll send that out to you this week. Here's a fake applause. Yeah, there you go. Congratulations, Mike. Send me your address and I'll get that. I might have it already. Yeah, there you go. And now back to talking about politics. This is nice. Well, actually, here's politics in carrots with carrots and soup. And you can laugh, says Ava, but last week a vegetarian option for lunch at my office was carrot with carrots. How were they cooked? Was it cooked carrots with raw carrots? Was it was it like a carrot salad? There's 2 different types of carrots. Were they at least different colours? Or is it's just here's one carrot sliced in cubes and one carrot. So I don't know why it's only 2 carrots. Just you've made me laugh. Michael says, I love how my friends in Warsaw were making sandwiches for the refugees the other day. Yeah, see, people. This is where the goodness is. There's a quote, and I've forgotten who it was that it's accredited to, so I'm sorry about this, but it was saying that whenever anything disastrous happens, that their mum used to say, look for the helpers. There's always people that are helping, and that's what you need to look for. Yes, the red tape for getting donations to Ukraine has been awful, according to our local donation point, says Becca. The first lorry got impounded in France because they didn't have the correct paperwork. It got through today, though. Yeah. I guess you do technically have to regulate some things. And I get the point in having paperwork, but it's just like another unnecessary hoop that could be simplified. Polish people are truly shining in times of crisis like that. They are indeed, Ava. And you know what? It's probably, there's a reason why Poland's been wonderful. I'm glad you like this song, Erin. Hello to Oakland. How you doing? Where is everyone coming in from today? There's a couple of names I don't recognise. I believe it's something like carrot puree with carrot chips and carrot soup on a side. That's madness. That's an overload. You'd literally be able to see in the dark. You'll have x-ray vision from all the, is it vitamin A that you get? Yvonne says you need to play to children, Zoe. Your music is so magical and soothing. Oh, children will show you how awesome you are. School visit, maybe. I'd love to do that. I do have some plans to come up with some stuff to specifically aim at children. Aim at children. I will aim this at that child. You think customs would waive paperwork when there's a major humanitarian crisis going on? You would, Alec. However, they didn't for the other many countries that have already had a crisis going on. This one's just a little bit closer to home. So why would they do it now? Because it doesn't affect us. The UK has put themselves, well, not even the UK, just Britain, just England have put themselves on a massive hill thinking they're above everyone else. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. This is, I've sent you all off on a carrot demise. Carrot and carrot is reminiscent of the Monty Python spam sketch. Oh, congrats, Mike. Well done everyone. Yeah, what song was I gonna sing then? Dunwitchy. Yeah, maybe a little bit of Grey Skies. Oh, how graceful the mountains, chaos lost to the sea. The silent waterfall throws her heart against the wall when she tries to breathe. Oh, how freely the breeze flows, softly taps the fall of leaves. In a day she slips away into a spiral of amaze till the morning breaks. Oh, can't she see? Those grey skies look blue to me. Oh, how sweet is the bird's song, fills the air with melody. The souls wandered far across a plain of fog, too sparse to know the way. Oh, how calmly the clouds drift, bringing rage yet so serene. Stars washed ashore, a wave of hope she'll ignore for another day. dreams and race between the trees. Frost is yet a thought, till then she waits and dreams of more than fresh layers of snow. Oh, how peaceful the darkness, scattered stars cloaked in mystery. In the dead of night, oceans of black engulf the light when she can't sleep. Oh, help her see those grey skies can be blue. Thank you. Thanks very much, Michael. I very much appreciate the tip. Yeah, great question, Nigel. A technical question, he says. Do I spy a grown-up uke with six nylon strings listing in the corner, or is that one of your spare ukes eating too many carrots and simply putting on weight? Yes, it is the flat that we are cat-sitting in, owns a guitar. Yeah, there's another one over there that you can't see that is much better, because this one, some of the strings have come off. But yeah, the song sums up how I'm feeling at the moment, says Alec. Oh, I know, it's one of those things. But yes, as another song of mine is, winter comes and goes, but when it goes comes the sun. You have to focus on the good in this. I mean, we are still in winter on this side of the hemisphere, so yeah, I think once spring kicks in and other things in the world, I don't know. I'm trying not to. I don't want to be too depressing. Thing is, I don't feel too depressing, and that might be a naivety. It's not a depressing feeling I have. It's not even frustration anymore. I think it's I'm just tired. I'm tired, and I've not even been anywhere near anything as atrocious as the stuff I'm and the reasons I'm tired about. I haven't. I think the idea of it being that we will continue these cycles of stupidity for the sake of imagined wealth for eons to come, and we will never get over the fact that somebody could think differently to you and therefore they're bad, or they think differently from you so therefore they deserve to be punished, or they think differently from you and so therefore you must rule over them. All of these ideas of unharmonious coexistence. I don't get it. I've never understood it, in that I can understand fine well. I don't fully understand the appeal of power. Power for the sake of evil. But I think what I'm trying to say, before I go off ranting about other things, is that there are many wonderful, amazing solutions. So many. So many wonderful, amazing things that humanity, with the other creatures that inhabit this planet, with the other life forms and plants and cycles and systems that we already have in place and have been abusing, can live in a harmonious way which benefits everyone and everything. To just not, I don't know, I think we've boxed ourselves into little tiny houses, given ourselves little walls, and with a small view to the outside world. We've dug up trees to put down tarmac for our cars that kills those trees, and we get our food wrapped in plastic from somewhere we don't know. There's not been any connection to that. We've gone wrong somewhere. Efficiency, my heart. This isn't bringing people out of poverty in a way that sustains it. Sustains a true wealth. There's many things that annoy me, but there are many wonderful, fantastic solutions that will benefit so many people in so many ways. Get yourself out into nature at the very least. If not, go and see those trees outside that you don't know what they're called. What names are they? When do they grow? How big are their roots that we've now chopped down so that we can put pipes in for sewage systems that we then pump into the ocean? It's and then we've got a fertilizer crisis because we've put in pesticides in things, so it kills things that need to later on further fertilize and pollinate those plants that we want them to, but they're already dead because of something else that we killed off, because something else that we killed off, because something else that we killed off, and now we're just working on ourselves, aren't we? That's what that is. Renewable energy. Renewable energy, sustainable systems, regenerative soil, and that's just a few of them. All of these things intertwined with community aspects, which gets people that feel like they aren't allowed to or are too dumb to be educated, show them that of course they can educate themselves. You just doesn't have to be the way that society demands you know things. There you go. That's my 2 pennies worth there. I could go on, but I shall not, because I have a song that does it, which I will sing, and then I will finish off with River Ego. Because of course it all comes back to that river of ego. This is the reason why I wrote Utopia, was this exact stuff. And I'm always a bit self-conscious about how I feel simplistic the lyrics are. But I wrote them purposefully because I wanted it to be universally understood by as many people as possible. If any of the things that I've spoken about interest you in any way, please look into... I'd start with... there is I'm going to say this, but then in the future this will come back to you again. But there is a church in Ethiopia, which is a forest church, and it is such a stark image of this small church that's surrounded by a walled forest of trees, and then everything else for miles around is just dirt. Start with that video. I think it's called A Forest Church in Ethiopia, and then if you're moved by that, go and have a look at the indigenous practices of gardening, which might lead you onto permaculture. As long as you understand that this is stuff that we've been doing for... Stewarding the land has been something that's been done for thousands and thousands of generations, but we're now at a point in which science has kind of caught up with it and they've named it permaculture. But it needs to be remembered that this is expanding on knowledge that many, many, many people have been trying to tell those that have moved away from growing our own food and making other people do it for us. Anyway, that is me. That is what I'm saying, and now I'm playing Utopia. Done my bit.
From the rain in homes that we all own and made. From the garden we will eat, assisted by our friends beneath, nourishing our souls and soil. Cherish the cycle which we're born. Listen to John when he tells you to imagine. Simple but strong, we all act with good intention. From the garden we will eat. Take a breath and feel release. Observe with virtue, help it grow. Heaven is this earth we are on. Sustain living's creation. Utopia.
go. my mantra. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yes, it is. Fantastic. Oh, you've been a lovely audience. I've put that up too high now. You've been a lovely audience. Thank you so much. I will just make sure I'm the right. Down you go. Guys, I really appreciate all these comments. It's really lovely. Thank you. Oh, you're all doing really well. Thanks, Becca. She says she has little daffodils flowering in the garden right now. All the crocus are out, and the daffs are coming, and the end of the snowdrops, which means wild garlic season very soon, which I'm excited about, because that means pesto. Yeah, that's very true. Meteorologically, spring started yesterday, and the sun came out, and it felt like spring. It was lovely. It was really nice. It was like, oh, I feel like there's a shift. That was the shift noise. You're all doing fab, and I really appreciate these comments. And I'd also love to anyone else, to everyone actually. Not gonna give specifics there. Just I hope that you feel loved and know that you're all doing all right. I've been wanting to make nettle or comfrey fertilizer for a while now, but never got around to it. Definitely do it. It'd be a great one. You're all doing great. Thank you, everybody. This is a really lovely comment, Alec. I very much appreciate it. Wild garlic pesto. My aunt made some last week, says Becca, with the wild garlic in her garden. That is exciting. What are you up to, Zoe? Next gigs? Asked Yvonne. I'm playing at festivals. I've got, I think, Doing the Rabbit Hole first. That's in May. And then also a festival outside of Stirling, Doing the Rabbit Hole in July. Did I say Knockangarrick first? Did I say Doing the Rabbit Hole in May? Right. Knockangarrick in May, Doing the Rabbit Hole in July. There will be others, but they will be announced nearer the time. I am focusing, I don't know, I think outside gigs in front of people, I need to make sure that I hone a space where the setting is right. I think that's what needs to happen there. Massive thank you to everyone. You've all been wonderful. I very much enjoyed myself. I very nearly didn't sing tonight because I was a bit all over the shop, and I'm surprised that I've run over by half an hour. I'm surprised, no, it's not run over. I'm surprised that it's nearly 8:30. So thank you for being here with me whilst I rambled and sing and express myself. Yes, I very much appreciate your company. Ava, if you're coming to Scotland, do tell me and I'll tell you where else I'm playing, and if not, I'll just stand in the street and sing. But yeah, I'm gonna have my soup, which no one's guessed yet. It's the easiest one. Go on, you can do it. It's leek and potato. I made leek and potato soup with some shallots. And is that it? Is that all I put in? Bit of Marmite. Yeah, I'm going to whiz it all up. And I can have it for the next few days. It's huge. Put it in a huge pan. Because it's getting a bit cold every now and then. You need some soup. You need some... and I always forget to do lunch. So soup is good. Got some lovely bread from a lovely place today. So yes, soup and bread. That'll be me. Right. This is River Ego. I shall see you same time, same place next week. And yeah, you are fab. You're wonderful. You're loved. Feel it and then exude it, and look after your fellow neighbour, fellow friend, fellow foe, and everything in between. Bit of ginger.
Empathetic eyes, lost in a stream of self-consciousness, mirror in a storm, caught by the eye of self-reflection. Wherever you go, river eagle, worthy to be loved, vague motion of self-confidence, waiting with the flow, shamefully taunting self-acceptance. Wherever you go, river eagle. Wander with the rain, slumbering blind in self-delusion, apologetic noise, swamped in a flood of self-destruction, conception, confession, expression, deception, obsession, righteousness, existence. Wherever you go, river eagle. Wherever you go, with her eagle.
Thanks very much, everybody. Yeah, I'll see you same time, same place next week. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, a wonderful rest of your week, and a wonderful rest of your life. Much love to you all. Look after yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Go and do what feels good and right. You are very lovely. Thank you for spending this time with me. And thank you for your lovely comments as usual. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.